Some testing and outdoor use footage of the TOPS Apache Falcon fixed blade. We had a hurricane here last week. We lost 2 trees. This piece of log you see, this is a piece of one of the trees that went down. Chopped it up with a chainsaw. I figured I would take advantage. I have this hunk of wood just to test out the durability of this blade. Here I'm testing the tip. I just wanted to see how the tip will hold up to some use. This knife is actually shorter than a USMC K-bar, but for its relatively small size, it actually feels very good in hand, performs very well for a smaller knife. Something like this, you see it just took out a big chunk of wood. A blade like this, you know, it's never going to chop as well as like a big hatchet would, but for its size, gives a lot of use. Now if you tried, you know, smashing a knife like this with a cheaper knife, it would, the handle scales would come loose, the edge would chip. Alright, I'm mixing in some snap cuts there. Snap cuts, more of a martial arts move, but I figure I have a target right here, might as well try everything. Now, this testing is not scientific at all. I'm simply trying to just beat the crap out of the knife. I just wanted to see if it held up just to some basic use, and rest assured, I beat this knife like a red-headed stepchild. More snap cuts would be a good fighting blade. Alright, let's switch to tabletop so I can show you the sheath and all the features in detail.
Alright, and here's a little size comparison for you. Well-known USMC K-bar to the left, and then in the middle is the Apache Falcon. Now you can see it is a little bit shorter than a full-size K-bar, and to the right, that is an SOG Tech buoy. These would be combat utility blades for people who might want something a little bit shorter than a K-bar, but a bit longer than the pilot survival knife. All right, so that's the size. All right, here you see the handle. Now these are the Micarta handle scales, very nice. White liners, 1/4 inch thick. You see there's jimping texture there. All right, finger choil there. And you see the guard, generous guard. This is what they call the Rocky Mountain tread pattern. It is very grippy, it's very effective. Lanyard hole there. And you can see it's a gradual pistol grip contour to that handle. Here's the blade itself, starting with the business end, that tip. Right, and you know, it's designed for penetration. This is combat utility, but I think it's a little more slanted towards the combat part. There is another TOPS knife that's basically the exact same knife, but it's scaled down to where the blade is 4 inches long. And that's the knife of the Pathfinder school. And you can see the primary bevel there, a pretty strong type of grind, you know, a saber grind, swedge there, even some jimping right there. That's nice, right, because you see this can kind of act as a thumb ramp, right, and then that's a thumb rest. Right? They should have continued the jimping up to here, but whatever, it's better than nothing. And they have a choil right here if you needed to choke up for some finer control. This is the sheath that it comes with. Ballistic nylon, secondary pocket with a Kydex buckle, and you get the TOPS free signal whistle with it. Eyelets there and cordage to lash it to your thigh. It is MOLLE compatible. Right, and that is the belt loop there. 2 horizontal retaining straps. Does it hold it in? It does. The hard insert is not, it's not exactly contoured to match the blade. That's why they need the straps. All right, so because of that, you know, I give the sheath, I give it a B. You know, it's not great, it's not terrible. That's the sheath that you get. All right, what do I think about this knife? You know, The blade is pretty ordinary. I mean, there's nothing really special about the blade at all, although I like that it's a high carbon steel. I'd say the main feature of the blade is the penetrating tip, and that goes along with the combat part of combat utility. But to me, the real part of this knife that is excellent is the handle. First of all, the tang goes through that guard too, so that's integral. All right, and that, you know, the shape of this handle, it's very ergonomic. You know, whether coming or going, or even just chopping, that protects you. You know, that finger choil, the guard, and just the gradual pistol grip that matches, you know, the thumb pad of a human hand and the texture pattern. I would give the handle itself an A+. You know, if I was rating just the handle, even the fit and finish is nice. It's, I mean, collector quality. So yeah. Solid blade shape, solid design, and an A+ handle, and you know, that's pretty much why I got the knife. Do I recommend the blade as combat utility? Well, you know, first you got to decide what your preferred length, your size category for that type of blade is. But if the medium-large category is your preferred size, then yeah, I would recommend it. It would definitely serve. Could you use it as a weapon? Absolutely, you know, absolutely you could. But I mean, it is a beautiful blade. It's functional, collector quality fit and finish, tough steel, 1/4 inch thick. So yeah, I would recommend it, just not for those that are on a super tight budget. Alright, hope you enjoyed the knife review. Stay tuned for many more. I'm out.